We got to pledge allegiance to the flag. My country, 'tis of thee. Slavery is in the past. That was in the past. That's long ago. It's 2022. We're going to vote now. Race doesn't matter. Color doesn't matter. You have to forfeit everything that is beneficial to your people in order to love your oppressor. And you cannot love God and love the oppressor, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of, brother. Love demands that you pick a side. That's right. You cannot be in the middle and have love.
All right. No disrespect.
Go ahead, brother. What's your point? Go ahead.
All right. First off, my brother right here, right? I love you. You know I love you. But you're basically saying this. What you're basically saying, you gave me
my white brother, my Caucasian brother right here.
What makes him your brother?
Let me speak. Go
ahead.
I got a sign. He got a sign. But how come he didn't get a sign? Because you know what? The white people deserve. The white folks deserve to know the chance about the history. If not blaming them, why not let them know about the history? But you know what? At the end of the day, I respect him, and you telling us, hey man, I don't fuck with you no more because you're white and your ancestors did this to my ancestors, this, that. No. Right now it's about peace and prosperity and love. This is what it's about. Because you know what? Pride History Month. You know what? Man's mental health awareness month. But you know what? We all live in 2022. This is the future. We shouldn't teach about the past because you know what? The past. But I'm talking about the present. The past made mistakes. But you know what? The present though. The present though.
The Bible is not for all people.
That's right.
The Bible is not for the Romans. No, it isn't. The Bible is not for all people.
Don't run.
Blacks and Hispanics don't understand the Bible like black people don't. That's why every race of people steals our land and our resources, and we end up losing our homes in Central and South America. The cameraman, get it, cameraman. The Christian church does not teach our people the truth. The Christian church teaches our people that everything is a joke. That is why the other nations of people rob Central America blind, rob South America blind, rob, you understand? It's war because our oppressor hunts our people. And if we actually gave a damn about anyone besides ourselves, we would see what we could do to save the future generations of our people. But if you are only concerned with loving your oppressor, you cannot love. You understand? You cannot love blacks and Hispanics and love the people that murdered blacks and Hispanics. That's like trying to love the rapists.
Right.
You can't love the rapist and the rape victim. And the people of Central and South, and get this, Kagar, this is why the black community is destroyed. Get it off. This is why our communities, when our communities get gentrified and your buddy is buying up the homes that used to be your apartment complex, then we won't have that smile anymore when we're homeless. You understand? You can't love the Spaniards.
What if this Hispanic
Give
man,
me 5 and 6.
this white man,
No man,
and that Hispanic man never did nothing to me? Like this white man, y'all sitting up here with this white man.
That's not a white man.
And they never
That's not a white man. He wouldn't be with us if that's a white man.
That's right.
That's not an albino. The problem is our people have a problem getting high, and we can't focus on anything because we get high. This is the problem. Our people don't want to learn anything. We only want to kiss the white man's behind.
That's right.
That is why our communities are destroyed. Right now, we blacks and Hispanics right now, our children are being put in dog cages by our oppressors. And you think it's funny because you only love our oppressor. Give what Christ said. You should know that. No man can serve two masters. Matthew chapter 6 and 24. We don't understand what it takes to love our people. The colonists separated from the British because they loved their people. And they cared about the future generations of their people. Those same colonists murdered the Aztecs, murdered the Mayans, murdered the Incas, murdered the Taínos, murdered the Arawaks, murdered the Native Americans. That is Western civilization and history. That's the civilization. Our oppressor would not be able to rule America if his forefathers didn't murder the Native Americans. You and I would not speak English or hablamos en español if it was not for the oppressors from Europe that murdered and forced us to speak Spanish. Forced us to be Johnson and Jenkins and Ramirez and Diaz and Gutierrez. They forced that on us. You have not been taught your history. Go ahead, brother. What you saying?
So at the end of the day, you can say, you saying that it can never be peace, ever.
What are you saying is peace? Peace how? Peace with what? With them rape your forefathers and steal your land, and you get to smile and give them a hug and say, see, we friends. I know you murdered my mom. I know you hung my forefathers from trees. I know you murdered my brothers and put their babies in dog cages, but we're friends.
So what year
is the white man? You see me?
What year is this?
You see me?
What year is this?
What year did they murder Sandra Bland? What year did they murder George Floyd? What year did they put Hispanic babies in dog cages? 2022, there are Hispanic babies like you sitting in dog cages in INS detention centers. And here you are telling me the only people that give a damn about them, that we should stop caring about Hispanic babies and love the white man. Do you care about Hispanic babies in dog cages? Do you care about Mexican babies in dog cages? Do you care about El Salvadorian babies being raped in immigration detention centers? Do you care about sisters being raped by Border Patrol agents and deported with pregnant babies? Do you care? Do you care? Yes or no, brother?
Yes, I do.
You do.
But you know what?
Show me how you care, brother. This is how I care.
In therapy, they show you to forgive yourself and forgive others. That's all I know.
Forgive others. If there is someone that is actively raping your sister or your mother.
But it's not.
Yes, there is. That's the point. You don't realize it because you love the rapist. That's the problem with our people. Loving the oppressor is loving the people violating us. The only reason that they put Hispanics in dog cages and not the Asians, not the Africans, not the Ukrainians who America's at war with, not the Chinese that America's at war with, not the Afghans that have been killing American service members for 20 years, not the Iraqis, not the Iranians, but your people who sweep the streets, who build all the communities and the cities and cut the grass and make this place paradise. They are oppressing us, not everybody else. And if you love them, then you would be back here with me, brother. I love Hispanics. I love blacks and Hispanics, and I love them so much that I cannot take the love that I must reserve for Hispanic babies in dog cages and sisters being raped in INS detention centers. I can't give that love away to our oppressor.
What about the innocent white babies?
Say it again?
What about the innocent white babies?
We here teaching to stop rape, period. Nobody should rape anybody. Nobody should kidnap anybody. If you are a white man doing a rape and an Hispanic man doing a rape, everybody should be punished. Here's the problem. Our people have been raped, robbed, and murdered for 400 years. And they never face judgment. They never face the punishment.
You can't put it on one man, though.
Who put it on one man? I said the oppressor.
Yeah, the oppressor.
Who is the oppressor?
You can't.
Let me ask you a question, brother. You got a good point. You're saying some good things. I like what y'all saying. This is good, healthy dialogue. What language are you speaking?
English.
Why are you speaking English?
It's my first language.
Who made it your first language? Where's your father from, brother?
My dad and my mom is Honduran.
Okay,
and I had a black nanny, and my dad worked because they didn't have no papers.
We should be together. Now, why are you speaking English? Why was English your first language? What language did your parents speak?
Man,
they speak Spanish, right?
They speak Spanish, but they weren't around.
I understand, brother. Why is it? Because you're not Spanish, you're not a Spaniard from Spain, and you're not a white man from England either. So how is it that you and I, this is our people, this is who we are according to the God, our God, this is us. So why is it that you and I, who are these people, are speaking the language in English and Spanish and not our native language? Who made us do that?
Because this is the United States of America, a melting pot.
But the Chinese don't speak English.
A place where everybody can find opportunity.
But the Chinese don't have to speak English. Why are you speaking English? They don't make the Arabs speak English. They don't make the East Indians speak English. But if you are black or Hispanic, they'll get on you about our lack of communication.
Because I went to American high school. I went to American elementary, middle school, high school. I
understand. But do you know that the Native Americans did not speak English? You know how they learned English? Where's that lynching? You see that slavery in America sign? This is how we learn English.
I get it. I live
don't
right
blast over it, brother. This is important because it's something. Go ahead.
I don't got to look over it.
Go ahead, brother.
Because I live in North Carolina, Clinton, North Carolina. I live a bunch with Cherokee. They have a Cherokee tribe. And they told me all the time, back in the day, in the 1960s, 1970s, when the same high school as Midway High School, they used to get bullied all the time because they were Native Americans. But you know what?
But hold on. Don't skip over that. Don't skip over that.
I'm not skipping over that. They lived through horrible.
So is it over?
I ain't gonna lie.
Is it over?
When I go with them and I stay with my neighbors, they reminisce about the past and they say how horrible it is.
So it's not horrible anymore.
Their grandchildren's not having a horrible time.
It's not horrible. So how did it? When you say it's not horrible, did they tell you about the land that they had? You mentioned the 1900s, but in the 1400s it was their land. In the 1200s it was their land. Something happened that made their regular life from the 1400s horrible in the 1900s. Do you know what happened, brother? You know what happened? You don't know what happened?
Yeah.
The oppressor came and raped, robbed, and murdered them, and forced them to speak English, and put them on reservations, and marginalized them, and built a society off of this. This is what happened to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read what Christ said. Stay there, because you asking very good questions. We're talking about love. Let's just hear this for a second. Hear this for a second.
Read this.
Matthew.
No. Listen to God. Don't listen to the oppressor. Listen to God.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
This is Jesus Christ speaking in the New Testament. He said no man can serve two masters. You cannot serve more than one master. Keep going.
For either he will hate the one.
Either you are required, in order to serve one master, you have to hate one. Keep going.
And love the other.
And love the other. Who you love determines who you do not love. You cannot love the people that murdered your forefathers and love your forefathers. You cannot love the people that murder your people and put your people in dog cages and execute our people at traffic stops and gentrify our neighborhoods. Do you know why Honduras and El Salvador and Guatemala is so dangerous right now, brother? Because I know all about it. That's why I learned Spanish. It's so dangerous because the same oppressor sent his CIA through Central and South America to destabilize Latin America so that the fruit that grows in Honduras belongs to a rich white senator and not poor brothers and sisters in Honduras. So that the land belongs to George Bush and Bob Dole and not you and your parents. That's why your parents weren't around. That's why our families are destroyed. That's why we speaking in English and Spanish. And that's why Jesus said no man can love two masters. In order for you and I to be brothers and love our people, we have to stop loving our oppressor. We cannot love the people that murdered us and love our families as well. It's not possible, brother. It's not. This is not something that's in the past. Right now, our people are being held captive by them. It's their system, their government, their laws, their rules. The same rules that they say that Hispanics violate with immigration, they violated to come to this country and steal the land from the Mexicans and the Native Americans. This land rightfully belongs to the tribe of Issachar, the tribe of Reuben, and the tribe of Gad. Get the sign, Kagar. This is whose land this is. The tribe of Issachar, the Navajo, the Cheyenne, the Arapaho. That's right, brother. Amalgam Shabbat. Get you a flyer, brother. This is how we love our people. This is the actual spirit of God to make sure that no more of our people go missing. We out here because we love our people. He should love his people. Why should he have to forfeit his good heritage from all of the things that his forefathers did to build him America? But why should we forfeit the heritage of loving the people that his forefathers murdered so that we can love the oppressor? Don't our brothers need love? Don't the brothers suffering in North Carolina that you talked about, don't they need brotherhood? Don't the Hispanic brothers without parents need brotherhood? Don't the black brothers without parents need brotherhood? Don't we need to have things for ourselves? The Chinese got Chinatown.
No.
The Arabs got their towns. The East Indians have their towns. When will we have something for ourselves if every time we get a crumb, we think about a way to include our oppressor? We think about a way to include our oppressor.
Can I speak?
We're going to let Jesus finish and then you're going to speak. We're just going to read the rest of the scripture. We're not going nowhere, brother.
Or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
In order for us to love our oppressor, we have to love him. We got to love America. We got to pledge allegiance to the flag. My country, 'tis of thee. Slavery is in the past. That was in the past. That's long ago. It's 2022. We're going to vote now. Race doesn't matter. Color doesn't matter. You have to forfeit everything that is beneficial to your people in order to love your oppressor. And you cannot love God and love the oppressor, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of, brother. Love demands that you pick a side. You cannot be in the middle and have love. It's a reason you can't kneel. There's a reason that they won't allow you to kneel after the police execute our people at traffic stops. But they don't execute the murderers of old black ladies and women and children when they go to the grocery store or the church or the mosque or the straight nightclub, the gay nightclub, the college. But they don't do that to them, but they do it to you and me.
No disrespect.
Go ahead, brother. What's your point? Go ahead.
All right. First off, my brother right here, right? I love you. You know I love you. But you're basically saying this. What you're basically saying,
you get me my white brother, my Caucasian brother right here.
What makes him your brother?
Let me speak. Go
ahead.
I got a sign. He got a sign. But how come he didn't get a sign? Because you know what? The white people deserve. The white folks deserve to know the chance about the history. If not blaming them, why not let them know about the history? But you know what? At the end of the day, I respect him, and you telling us, hey man, I don't fuck with you no more because you're white and your ancestors did this to my ancestors, this, that. No. Right now it's about peace and prosperity and love. This is what it's about. Because you know what? Pride History Month. You know what? Man's Mental Health Awareness Month. But you know what? We all live in 2022. This is the future. We shouldn't teach about the past because you know what? The past
but I'm talking
makes
about
mistakes.
the present.
The past made mistakes.
I'm
but you know what?
the present,
the present though. What happened in Texas?
What
happened in Texas? You know what? A Spanish dude killed all them kids. Everybody makes mistakes. Brothers kill brothers all the time.
Do you know why?
But I went to a block party at Military Highway. Brothers kill brothers over there at a block party.
And do you know why? Because that's not the past. We talking about something that's present right now, brother. Do you know why? Do you know why? Hold on, brother.
You bring up.
We're talking about the present. We're talking about the present right here.
All present events, though.
Do you want to stop brothers from murdering each other? Yes or no?
I want love and prosperity.
No, man. Yes or no? Do you want to stop blacks and Hispanics from murdering each other? Yes or no?
What about white folks?
Do you want to stop blacks and Hispanics from murdering each other?
For all races.
There is a Senate to protect white people. There's the police. There's the Navy, the Army. This is why Christ said no man can serve two masters. Because the only thing that you care about is loving the white man. You don't care about blacks and Hispanics. That is why Hispanic babies are in dog cages. Because the only thing that matters to you is having the love of your slave master. The only thing that matters to you is being able to kiss the slave masters behind. You don't care about Hispanics. You don't care about Honduras. You don't care about black people. You don't care about Native Americans. You only love our oppressor. You are a traitor like Martin Luther King, a traitor like the Christian preachers, a traitor like the white sticks who sided with the colonists against their fellow Native Americans. That is why Jesus Christ said, no man can serve two masters. Any American that sided with the ISIS or the Taliban, you would call them a traitor. When Benedict Arnold betrayed the British, they called him a traitor. Every people recognizes that if you side with the people that hurt and murder your people, you are a traitor. Except if you are black, Hispanic, or Native American, it is demanded of you that you are supposed to be a traitor. That is why Christ said this. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 7.
See, in order to every other race of people is free to keep their heritage. That young brother said, we don't want to talk about the past. That's in the past. But right now, Norfolk is celebrating Harbor Day. The LGBT community is celebrating Pride Month to honor all of their achievements that they fought for in their LGBT lifestyle. America remembers the Alamo, remembers D-Day, remembers 9/11, all of their wars. But if you are black, Hispanic, or Native American, you are not allowed to remember your history. You are not allowed to remember what happened to your forefathers and your people, because if you did, you would realize that the people that you love are the enemies of your forefathers. The enemies of your brothers and sisters. The enemies of your unborn children. That's why they teach your daughter to abort your grandbabies. They're the enemies of your marriage. That's why they teach you to get a divorce. The enemies of your sons, that's why they teach them to be a homosexual, so that they can die from AIDS and the monkeypox.
Right.
The enemies of young black men and Hispanic men that will follow our oppressors' lead and now go and be drug dealers and gang members and murder each other and get life in prison. You cannot love two opposing sides. Love demands that you pick a side, and our people only love the oppressor. Read what God said.
And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him, in the sight of all Israel, be strong. And
Deuteronomy 32 and 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. Remember the days of old.
This is why God has it in the Bible. Remember the days of old. You would never go to Vietnam and tell the Vietnamese to forget about the Vietnam War.
Right.
You would never go to the Afghans and tell them to forget about the war they fought with Russia.
Right.
You would never tell an American veteran to forget about his service that he did in Desert Storm,
Right.
World War I,
Right.
World War II,
Right.
Vietnam, the Revolutionary War. You would never tell the Chinese to forget about their Chinese heritage.
Right.
You would never tell the East Indian to forget about his heritage and his people. But because you have no respect for the lives of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you will expect and demand that we forget about our heritage and our histories.
Right.
That is because you hate our people.
Right.
You despise our people.
Right.
Just like our forefathers, you despise us right now. And you say we're wrong for standing up for our heritage and demanding justice for the crimes that have been done against our people, when every people gets the right to demand justice.
Right.
The whales get justice. The dogs with the ASPCA get justice. Abused pets get justice. Tibet gets justice. The Afghans get justice. The Iraqis get justice. The Africans get justice. Darfur gets justice. Everybody gets justice except for these 12 tribes.
Right.
That's why God is going to bring thermonuclear war and destroy these world's empires.
Right.
That is the only way our lives will ever matter, is if God start racking up bodies, man.
Right.
That's the only way our lives will ever matter, is if God sent Jesus Christ with 200 million of the armies of the angels that are in heaven to wipe out these nations, man. That's the only way your life will ever matter. Your life, our lives don't even matter to our own people. You saw the demons on that brother. The demon that is inside of him, that is fighting for him to love his oppressor and deny all of the crimes happening to his people. At the end of the day, he sided with his oppressor and walked away from his brothers that were literally fighting for his survival.
Right.
That's what's in the Bible. If you are black, Hispanic, or Native American, and you love your people, you are supposed to be in the ISUPK.
That's right.
You are
Let nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from